Kizz Daniel has apologized for failing to perform at a show in Tanzania on Sunday at a press conference on Tuesday night. The Buga crooner explained a side of the story, apologized, and promised a free show for Friday. He said, "I must apologize to the fans. None of this was intentional." Wow. Firstly, I like the fact that I came out and tendered an apology.
Yeah.
That might not do the entire damage, and I like the fact that I thought of doing a free show just to compensate that, and I hope he was really sincere with his apology and all. But this is like getting too often for him.
I think the third time.
In the space of like a month or two, it's just too much. And it's not even the first time we've been seeing Kizz Daniel fumble at his shows and all of that.
Yeah.
So I really feel his team need to do better, and they really need to work hand in hand to, even the excuse for not performing was...
Well, I actually
really
I watched the video, and I also watched, will I say, a bant by someone on that video as well. And the person was saying that, fine, you apologized. You're trying to make a show that was already paid for free, which
exactly.
I mean,
what's the promoter going to do?
Exactly. The show was already paid for, and now you're making it look like, oh, I'm sorry for what happened, but let me just do something for you guys. Yeah,
I get that, but I feel like now that the show is trying to say it's free after he has actually been paid for the show, I mean, so there's nothing free about it for me. I think there's nothing free about it, but it's just like making amends to like do the show again.
Do what he was supposed to do initially.
Exactly.
Well, I think if he wanted to make it really up to the Tanzanians, he could say, okay, if a show on Friday and probably another show he would organize on his own, just so he proves that, oh, I'm really, really sorry about it.
I feel there's really no length he can probably go to like to control the damage he has done already, because a lot of fans had to come out.
True.
People who would, for real, I really like Kizz Daniel, but social media now, there's nobody, once you call for it, there's nobody who would not get the banter once you call for it. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So even his A-list fans were like, why would you
even do it in the first place?
Why would you just say because your stuff is missing or your clothes are yet to arrive or your bag was missing?
Let's kind of give him a benefit of doubt. That okay, fine, because I read through it, and then he was trying to say that his flights were delayed, he arrived late, and the likes. Fine, I get that. But did you arrive late, or was your flight delayed in previous events that you had turned down their invitations?
Do you understand?
Or that you did not perform?
Because it's not the first time.
The stories do not just correlate. It's not just coming together.
It's not the first time. So I feel like this is really going to affect his business.
It definitely has started already.
Exactly, generally, because when you want to, promoters now will be like a step back.
Definitely.
When they want to be like, okay, Kizz is coming for the show. And
I mean, it will take a lot on his own part to
these
prove
people need to know what they are into.
Exactly,
you need to know that there are things people expect from you, and you do not have a choice
but to give it to them.
Do you understand?
If music is your passion, as you claim to be, you are
supposed to be here at so time, and to deliver this particular service you were paid for.
I think legally,
the promoter literally said spent about $300,000 on the show.
Kizz Daniel $60,000 as well.
Imagine.
And then you want to come and give us a free
Imagine. Even A-list Nigerian artists would, I don't think they would. I've never heard Wizkid cancel a show or not show up at the show.
Or Davido.
Do you understand?
I mean, they are all in the same industry.
Exactly. And there's been a lot of Kizz Daniel in the media space lately. Like a lot of people have been, even one-on-one producer to musician kind of relationship. He has been called out several times.
He really has to work on his attitude. I mean,
I think so too. I really think so too. I really think so too. And I hope the Tanzanians can actually accept this particular apology, and
please do.
I hope it makes it up to you guys with the free show as well, and I hope you guys can probably accept his apology. Any which way, best of luck. All right, moving right into the next story for the day. Williams Uchemba has spoken out against a concerning trend in schools. The actor claims that teachers are now instructing kids on how to change their gender. Uchemba said that certain teachers, rather than teaching students their regular class material, spend time teaching students how to become girls if they are boys and boys if they are girls. He further referred to some teachers as agents of darkness intended to harm lives, demonstrating to the kids how to surgically change their gender. I think these people have gained so much access into the society already.
Yeah.
They have gained so much access. And now it's spreading like wildfire. It's spreading,
very, very
it's
true.
spreading. And now to the kids, I don't have a problem if you want
the
to
future
share
generation.
this kind of opinion with adults.
Exactly,
There are
and that was
people
what
who
he
are-
said.
Yes.
It's free. It's a free world.
No,
I mean,
you
the
can
adults
do
can decide whatever
what
they
you
want
like,
to do.
but
I mean,
imposing
kids,
it on kids,
Whoa,
teaching them
that
they
was
can't
deep.
do these things, it's not just sitting well with
You know,
me.
I saw something on on my WhatsApp status about a novel. Let's say a novel for kids, and it had adult content on it. I mean, they were literally telling the child how to insert the penis into the vagina.
Can you imagine?
In a storybook, a so-called storybook.
Can you imagine?
I wouldn't have had issues if it was for kids or if it was for 18 years or teenagers from 16 years and above. But you have kids that are 10, 9,
Reading
8,
the book.
and those books are found in the libraries.
Can you
like you
imagine?
can easily go to the library and pick up those books and
Can you imagine?
easy access. So in my head, I'm trying to reconcile the fact that our world has degenerated to a place where
these things are now so
normal.
casual.
Exactly.
Like,
So you
why?
see a child saying, "I don't want to be a girl anymore. I want to be a boy." I mean,
Why?
Where did all this come from?
Why? Why do we have to get to this? And to think it is not just it all starts from the Western world.
Yeah.
And now I would not even lie, it has gotten right into us Africans. Even in African countries now,
true.
we have situations like that. We have so many people who are trying to change genders or who have actually changed genders among us, and we celebrate them.
Exactly.
Do you understand?
Because now it's difficult for... I know parents want to give their kids a better education, but now think about it. I travel out of the country, give birth to my child, I train my child, and my child goes to school. And he's hearing things like, okay, you can be a girl. You can be a girl if you're a guy. And if you're a girl, you can be a guy. Then if you don't want to be any of that, you can just be non-binary. And then my child comes home to me and
asks me,
"Mommy, am I a girl or a boy? And
can I be a boy from a girl?"
And I'm wondering, so the workload now is not just on the parents, it's not just on the school. I mean, the school has failed in some ways. It's now for the entire society. So that's adage that says it's not just a family that, I'm trying to paraphrase, it's not just a family that trains a child, it's like the whole society. The whole society.
Yeah.
So I think it's high time the society itself now sees
But
this
now even the
as a danger.
society is already, like, they're already
I don't think
infected.
the world is safe anymore.
I don't know what to
I don't
do.
know
I mean,
I want to travel. I want to take my kids there.
Do
but
you understand?
I'm rethinking, is that the best option?
Even now, sending your child to the best school is not even now. You have to rethink it and be like,
rethink the best
yes,
school.
because you have to be like, okay, the kind of kids in this school might be spoiled and not well trained.
Okay, my cousin came back home one time and says he wanted an iPad. His mom was like, "Why would you want an iPad
Excuse
at his
me.
age?" And he goes, "Oh, my friends have it. Tunde has it. I know has it, and everybody has it in class.
Must you have it?
And the moment he didn't get it, he threw a huge fuss. But trust Nigerian mothers now.
Okay, now
she had to put him on that check.
That has to be the training has to be there. The training has to go back there. But now these people who are supposed to be teaching the children are now the ones doing the exact opposite. Why?
I think we need to go back.
I don't know how the policy abroad is or in the Western world is, but my darling, I would.
No, I get the freedom part.
The kind of
I get the freedom part where they make,
but not as kids. Let them be adults.
Independent, but I don't see where independence is coming in this, because you're trying to totally brainwash a child who is a guy and is totally aware that
kids. One thing about them is they're very fast to adapt. Not even kids of this generation. They feel like once you tell them this, they grab it once
and they
live with it.
And you know, they even believe their teachers more than their parents, because I have my nephews and nieces coming along and saying, my teacher is correct. I don't know what you're teaching me. And I'm
exactly.
like, how is your teacher correct? I went to school as well. I'm not dumb. At least I'm a graduate.
Exactly.
If I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So I don't know why your teacher is so intelligent more than I am. So this thing that just happening now just made me remember something that happened in a TikTok video. I don't know if you've seen it. So it was a trend at some point where Bimbo Ademoye was trying to create an illusion of a class and her students, and then she asked them to spell, and they were asking her to spell lesbianism, and I'm like,
yeah, words like that.
Why? If you are in a second grade or a third grade student, why are you asking me to spell lesbianism when I'm asking you to give me words?
Exactly. So definitely they have ideas of what these things are.
And they are already aware.
And to think that these things are already being infused into the kind of things they watch. There are cartoons now that have this kind of things.
Crazy things.
And
even if the parents explain, let's say the parents try their best to explain. I mean, I'm explaining to my child that this is this and this is right. And my child goes to school and he's learning a complete different thing. The child gets confused. And that's why it's those confused ones that end up saying, okay, I don't know what to do. My mom is saying this, my dad is saying this, school is saying this. I just want to be what I want to be. I don't want anybody. And then they just jump right into the pit.
My God, I don't know. It's really getting really bad, and I really hope God strengthens parents the more to, teach their kids the right way. And I feel this is the point where people say it's not always enough for the parents.
Yeah, it's not.
Like you have to call on God to just help you, because in this kind of situation, I don't know, you wouldn't say your child should not go to school, or would you say you don't want your child to go to the best school? Okay, that's an option. But then socializing with other people,
you can go out, have friends. There's this YouTube family I follow. You can go out, have friends, but when it comes to schooling and the information you get, it's restricted. So even if there's a teacher, a homeschool teacher that comes in to teach, the teacher and the parents are very much aware of what their child is learning. So I can easily say, what's your curriculum for my child? And I'm saying a weird thing. I'm like, no, I don't want this for my child.
Exactly.
I want this for my child. So I don't know how possible it is for homeschooling to be. I won't say mandatory, but I think it should be encouraged.
More normal,
because even if my child is homeschooled, you can still go out, have fun with your friends.
But not a lot of people have that much time on here.
A lot of people have that much. So in this point, this is what my friend usually says, in God we trust.
In God, I really hope. And, some people will even be scared to be parents right now, because it's not easy. It's
crazy.
We would have said, our parents had it very easy training us, bringing us up. But we knew there were still times for them, because it's not always easy. We were all stubborn at the point.
Exactly.
Some people had to,
But it wasn't as serious as it is. Because then I don't think they were having issues with
video of this young girl who was talking back to her mom, real bad.
I think I said on Twitter.
Yeah, I was on everywhere on Instagram yesterday.
I beg.
Yeah. She was like, stop.
Imagine that kind of child going to school and hearing that, you can be a girl.
Imagine
you can be a boy.
picking really quickly, and then your mom comes home and then you say,
I'm a boy. Mommy, I don't want to be a girl anymore. I want to be a boy.
I hope God helps us. Please.
Amen.
To that. Fashion designer Toyin Lawani has revealed the loss of a fourth pregnancy. The Tiena's Empire boss shared the sad story via her Instagram page on Tuesday. In the post, Lawani also revealed she had once been advised to remove her womb due to the health risk she faced in her former pregnancies. The Real Housewives of Lagos reality TV star disclosed that a cyst was found in her brain during her third pregnancy. According to her, she had to leave the country because doctors in Nigeria advised her to end the pregnancy in order to commence treatment. Months after delivering her baby girl in August 2021, the mother of the three disclosed that she had an unplanned pregnancy and decided to keep it a secret. Toyin Lawani is someone that has a picture of being really strong. She paints a picture of, I'm doing so very well. I do not have problems going on. Though we know that people go through their own phase of,
and do not want to be public.
Their own share part of a lot. So I would say for her to come out and say all of this, really, and she has always been on about the fact that she has all these medical conditions when it comes to pregnancy. I think about a year ago I saw her write up and was like, okay, thank God for life, even though I have to go through my my own face of it. This is how it
Just
came
give,
out.
like, a brief
Do you
preamble
understand?
about it,
And for somebody, a woman, before you can actually advise a woman to take out her womb, is
especially when she has formed that bond.
exactly. She was really about the bond she has formed with the child, and it was not something she wanted to lose.
I think it would have been different if, God forbid, she had lost the pregnancy randomly, than having to be the one to decide that I have to take it. You know, it takes a lot for a woman to say, okay, fine, I want to do this. I'm not trying to throw shit to anyone that has done abortion willingly or willingly. But I'm just trying to say it takes a lot for you to just want to kill a child that is already forming or trying to build a life in your womb. So I think she was really strong coming out to say this, because this serves like an encouragement to people, other people that are going through a lot. And you know, people have
medical conditions for that matter.
You know, people have this ideology that celebrities who don't have issues they go with. You know, I was reading something online some time ago, and then I was saying that someone was actually saying that celebrities give birth to children. They go through the same birth pain. They go through all the things that normal human beings go through. So don't create a facade saying that
maybe they are mini gods.
Exactly, they don't go through this thing. So this is like an eye opener to some people that think that these people have everything figured out for them.
Yeah, that's the thing. Nobody actually has it figured out. Nobody.
I like the fact that she was really vulnerable with the whole thing.
Yeah,
so, because most women wouldn't want to come. I remember one time.
Exactly. For somebody like her who even has this kind of, I have it going on so well for me and all that.
And someone that doesn't really care. Toyin Lawani, that does not care. You can say trash about me, ain't gonna lie, and all that. You know, I watched a video that I think Tools had with Jude on YouTube, and then she was saying how she never knew what the journey of childbearing, raising kids and all that would look like, because nobody put them in the know. So with informations like this, you're very much aware that things like this happen, and it can happen to anybody, regardless of who you are. Even pastors' wives go through these things. Definitely. So regardless of who you are, these things can happen, and once it happens to you, it's not like the end of the world. I've never experienced it, so some people say you don't know how it feels. I won't say I know, but I'm saying that it takes a lot, and shout out to all the strong women out there. God is your muscle. I mean, you guys are doing a great job.
Yeah, sure. Like, it's not easy, and I really like the fact that she came out and shared her own part of the pain she has been going through, and people who were there for her. She really made a shout out to her husband at the end of the write-up. And I really feel this is, just like you said, it's just like an eye-opener for people to know that these people have their own fair share of pain once in a while, or maybe all the time, because that's going to stay with her forever. For a child she didn't even have the intention of losing. So having lost it must have been so painful. The part that struck out for
me was the part she said she could wake up paralyzed.
Yeah.
I'm trying to...
Like, sometimes I feel really scared when it comes to childbearing.
I do too. I'm like, God, give me the grace of the Hebrew women.
Yeah, I know, right? You know, Yorubas will say, there's this prayer our mothers will say, okay, you lost me there. Okay, please, you will know what I'm saying though. All right, let's move right into the next story for the day. And remember, you can join every bit of this conversation by calling 09098 408 408 to share your opinion. All right. A Twitter user has taken to the microblogging platform to give women reasons not to leave their cheating husbands. Okay. In a lengthy thread, he explained that a woman who leaves a cheating husband has fewer options of men to choose from, but the cheating husband can get remarried to a virgin. He added that the wife who left is likely to end up with another cheating man. This is the same Twitter user who went viral weeks ago when he told men that any girlfriend who is still sleeping by 8 a.m. should not be considered for marriage. I feel like this man is from like 1900.
Well, I saw this and I was stunned. I started to read more about it. So I went to his page because I've been seeing a lot of his quotes and all that. So I went to his page and I had to read some things for myself. And at first I was really judgmental because I'm like, what the heck? Why would you even say what you're saying? I get the fact that we shouldn't jump and run away from a cheating husband immediately or almost immediately. But why would you say and make it look like the men can always have options, but you women, you guys are so stranded.
That's so selfish.
And all that. So it's highly controversial. So many truths and lies in it all at the same time.
All right.
He might have a point. To him, he might. But I think it would be better if he's clearer on his opinions, because this just puts him in that's for me. That's what I think. This just puts him in so many circles. You're here, you're here, you're here, you're here.
Exactly.
You're
He's
saying,
not having one direct point.
You're saying cheating is bad.
Cheating
in one of
is
your
good.
posts, cheating is good. Women shouldn't run away from a cheating husband.
Do you understand?
Men can have
when
access
you have,
to cheating.
You have
so
a background, but you don't have a
everywhere.
finishing. That's the thing. But to me, I feel this is just a selfish write-up. I am going to be 100% judgmental about this because I do not condone a cheating man who does not see the fact that
What he's doing is bad.
Who does exactly when you see it as is your right to cheat.
You know, the men have this thing. They say
a man
it's
can
a
cheat.
man's thing.
Exactly. You see
It's a
that?
man's
I
thing.
have a problem with that thing.
I mean, I can't
That
control
thing,
it. And
my
I'm thinking
darling,
to myself,
you would have to because
How
I
can
like
you
the
not?
fact that this new generation. Sometimes it can be deceiving. Sometimes it can be very, very well uploaded because I
Yeah.
feel like sometimes you don't just take it. When you see a red flag, just go away because relationships are now and marriage are now more toxic than they used to be.
True.
Now you could be cheating and the next thing you're hearing on your head is somebody eating you or something. Do you understand? We've seen people who, there was this story of a man who strangled his wife and took poison recently.
No.
Because I'm like,
why would
your wife, somebody you were married
You love.
to for that matter.
you love?
Do you
so to say.
understand? Cheating
Yeah.
has always been a problem in marriage. Even most of our parents had to go through the phase, even though they didn't end up separating. That was because it wasn't toxic. Now we have so many ridiculous toxic relationships,
You know-
both in a normal relationship, boyfriend
Yeah.
girlfriend relationship, and in marriage.
You know, in my world, I think cheating is totally not normal. As I said, in my world, it is not normal.
I wouldn't
It
take
can
it though.
never be normal. But if you, as a woman, you can take back a cheating man, do you?
Exactly. If it
Do
sits
you?
well with you.
If it sits
My
well with
darling,
you,
I
if you
have
feel
people who say things like, I have people who say things like, I would cheat back if a man should cheat on me.
I don't subscribe to that.
My darling, I don't know where I stand on that, but my darling, if that's what works for you, then go ahead. Nobody dictates it for a man to cheat. So why do you have to dictate for me because I am a woman?
Okay, fine. Yeah, you have a fair point on that, but let's also remember that two wrongs don't make a right. So
Yeah, two wrongs don't make a
So
right,
if-
but then these men are not ready to now, let me
change.
tell you something.
But
The
I think
funny
it's vice
thing is-
versa.
The funny thing is, when a man cheats, he gets back to it. Once he should apologize, then he gets back to it and he does it again, then again, until you reach a limit. And then you're like, really? You claim you love this person, fine. And that's one thing that is very correct.
Yeah.
Men would actually love their wife to death and they would still cheat.
yeah, and they'll still cheat.
Now, one thing I want you men to know is that there are a lot of fine women in the world. There are a lot of fine girls in the world. There's so much of your spec out there. There are people finer than your wife and there
Many
are people
fishes in
finer
the
than your
ocean.
girlfriend. And you cannot have them all. It is not possible.
I mean,
You would
stick to
only do
one.
the one you can do and leave. Your wife, you have chosen to be with this person.
For better or worse. So
Let
even
me
if she
tell
gets-
you, trust is based on every bit of honesty and loyalty and everything that comes with it. Once you break it, it's so hard for it to come back together. Do you understand?
Yeah.
It's like breaking this. And then once you break it, there's a crack. Does it
Yes.
become the new cup?
It comes
Please.
together, but it's never the same. So that's why I said for those women that actually can't do it, they're really strong. Because for some people that trust is actually very important to them. It's hard. It takes the grace of God to bring back together a couple that have.
And I feel this
actually-
work has to start from we women too. You need to stop following married men. Let's just send these married men back to their wives. Like,
Thank
please
you.
leave me
I
alone.
know they do. I don't wanna
Exactly. So they will have to go back home and
Be with their wives.
exactly. I think
Because
that's
it's still our agenda that sleeps with them.
Exactly. So
So-
why not just let them go? Like why not just tell them, okay, you guys need to leave because
they
you
will
have
keep
a wife.
coming.
Exactly.
And
They
then
will
you
keep
just
coming.
you just
and
have to tell them no.
that's how we start by supporting each other. But I
Exactly.
think that phrase is already.
But
in the
you know,
mud.
one thing that caught my attention in the statement was when he said, if your body count is 3, and you can
You already know about it. He
But
said
I mean,
something.
you
like-
knew my body count was 3
Before marrying
Before
me.
marrying me, and you knew you could handle it. So why Why now?
Exactly.
Why is it like my body count is now?
Yeah, but
the
this
reason
cheating
why-
thing has been going on for far too long.
But
Let
the
me
fact
know,
is
I
it's
would
not
really like
normal.
to know you guys' opinion.
Yeah.
Remember, you can call in on 09098 408 408 to share opinion on each and every discussions currently. But this particular one really caught my attention because I really feel like men should not be praised for cheating. You cannot give them the eulogy because they are cheating.
it's
Now,
never
it
normal.
doesn't work that way. You don't see women as people who you're not meant to respect. It
Properties.
actually breaks them. It breaks women to see the person they actually love share that same bond with somebody else.
It does also for the men too.
But we get more of men cheating than the woman cheating.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I feel like women bond very fast. We are very emotional about how we feel. And before you can actually say, okay, you want to cheat on a man, it goes like outside the box. You go like,
Something deep must have happened.
do you get?
that.
You have to go really deep. But men, they would not blink an eye before they actually get out of their marriage or relationship at any point. Trust me, you can counter check me anywhere. Because that's how they do. And I feel like a faithful man is a disciplined man. Yeah. There are people out there, regardless of how we say men cheat, men are not loyal.
Exactly.
Regardless.
They are there.
There are men who would never.
Exactly, would never, ever
Never.
cheat on their wives.
Never ever cheat on your wife. No, for real, you guys, I'm very sure there are men out there. And that's a big, exactly, shout out to you men who are actually very, very disciplined. For real though. And I hope your wife is deserving enough. No, obviously their wife has to be deserving before they can actually stay that for loyal to their wife.
But I mean, I pray they stay that way and I pray their marriage lasts.
I hope so. And I'm liking the fact that we have a caller already. We have somebody right here. Hello. Hello, good morning. Can you please reduce your TV set?
My name is Jola Taiwan. I'm calling from Ibadan.
Oh, okay. Hi. You're calling from Ibadan. How are you doing, Diola?
Actually.
All right.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you very well.
Sure, we can.
Okay. And so, Jola is Jola, not Jola. Jola Taiwan from Ibadan.
Okay. Yeah, I get that.
All right. About the issue you are discussing.
All right.
Okay.
Don't ever forget this is Africa.
Okay, so what happens in Africa?
Exactly.
Okay. Now, nobody likes it when you want to stay with your woman.
What?
Can you consider a situation whereby a woman tell you, oh, you have to give me something before I do my right for you?
Before you do what?
I don't think
So I do my right for you. Like, for instance now, a man wants to a kind of be with a woman,
okay.
and in that set of condition, like, I asked you give me money last week, never give me, and you're like, no.
I think I get what he's
What
saying.
if a man sees it as you are giving me condition before? Do you get? Are you with me now?
Yeah, I'm with you.
I think I get what
So one thing is trust. Another thing is, what about if the woman is, giving conditions before, having that intimacy?
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Diola. Thank you so much. I really like your contribution. Thank you so much, Diola. I really appreciate it.
So I think if I get him correctly, he's trying to say that why is it that before a man can be with a woman, there's some women that say you have to drop something. You have to do this for me. In the process of playing hard to get, some women could just be like, you did not drop anything.
Okay.
You don't do anything.
Exactly.
And you want to enter. Why did you do that?
That's still on women supporting women. You need to know when to cut the line. You need to know when to cut the line. Thank you so much, Diola. Thank you for calling. And thank you, Joseph, for contributing. This is where we draw the curtain as always. I would really love to spend the whole day with you. You know I always want to, and it's always fun right on the round table with me. Obviously, this is where we draw the curtain today. And thank you so much as always. Join the conversation on social media with hashtag TEATIME, and remember you can catch up on all our previous episodes, including this very one and all exclusive content by subscribing to our YouTube channel at PlusTvAfrica Lifestyle. You can also watch TEATIME on RTTV and in London on Ben Television and Start Times channel 308. A big thank you goes to my co-anchor Good News, and I'm very sure we're all getting good news this very week.
Amen to that.
A bright week, obviously, and of course to the entire production team. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching Plus TV Africa's TEATIME. My name is Koforola. Peace out.